So one more minute and we will get started. So for those of you that this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have you here. I normally have my beloved friend Connie Viveros with me, channeling Divine Mother, and she's not feeling well today. So it's just going to be Metatron and I. And for those of you that are here for the first time, I'm Wendy Gale. I'm half of Angels Emerging. I'm the East Coast half, and I channel Metatron, and I am a full body trance channel. So I am not conscious of your questions, of the particulars of what is happening. So when you ask your questions, go ahead and just be really clear. Metatron will answer them as clearly as possible. For those of you who've not heard us before, Metatron has a different voice than I do, a little bit of a different look than I do. And that's what happens with full body trance channeling. Sometimes that is one of the side effects. So
Wendy, I have a question. Can we ask personal questions, or do you want it to be more group focused?
Well, you can ask personal questions. I would love it to be personal questions that could benefit the group if it's possible. If not, then, you know, your question is your question, right? Your question is your question. So I am going to ask everyone to please mute themselves unless they are, you know, asking the questions. And then I'm going to, you know, I will stay unmuted. So I'm going to make this bit, I'm trying to do things. Okay. All right, everyone. So any questions before I bring Metatron in? Any questions about the process? You may feel him in your space. You may feel lots of energy in your space, or you might not feel anything at all. So let's see what happens tonight. Let's see what's possible. I will look forward to seeing you at the end. When we are complete, I'll come back. Please remember, don't put anything in the chat because we can't read it. All right. It'll be just a moment. Please mute yourself. All right, good day to you. All right, beloved ones, we are happy to be with you today, happy to be of service to you today. We know that you approach our time together today with a lot of questions, right? So please, whoever would like to go first, go ahead and unmute yourself, state your name and your question, please.
All right, I'll go ahead and start. My name is Julie.
Hello.
Hello. I don't feel drawn to getting the vaccination, but I feel a lot of energy behind it. And I was just wondering, what is all the energy behind this virus and this vaccination?
Well, a lot of the energy behind it, beloved one, is fabricated energy. There has been a lot of information and a lot of not good information that's creating what we call a schism, right? The pro and the con of the vaccine. I believe in the virus and I don't believe in the virus, that duality, right? And through that duality is a great deal of conflict. And that is why we have been asking everyone, whether you want the vaccine or don't want the vaccine, please trust your own knowing, your own intuitiveness about this, and don't take other people's words for it, even if it's Metatron, right? You have to find your journey, your path with this, because that is exactly why it is transpiring in this manner. That each and every one of you trust your sovereign nature instead of trusting somebody else's words, informations, ideas, and honor what it is that is right for you, right? Just you, nobody else, just you, right? Is that helpful to you, beloved one?
Yes, thank you very much.
Indeed, indeed. They are, the they of the world are stirring the pots in many, many different pots, trying to, keep the conflict, the disharmony in place at this time for many different reasons. So, all right.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right. Who is next?
Hi, Metatron.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. It's Mariamne.
Hello, beloved one. Good to see you.
Hi. So my question is a little more personal, but I hope it will help others as well. I decided today to communicate to my bosses that I'm leaving my job, and I do not have any sense of direction whatsoever. But I feel my solar plexus is very lit up, and I feel very motivated to go in a new direction. I just don't know what that is. So I guess my question is, do you have any recommendations for tuning into kind of the next step for anyone in transition, or kind of connecting with the desires and following them?
Okay. Indeed. So first thing we must say that this journey cannot be taken with the head. You must take the head, put it in the heart, put it in the gut, and think and feel from there, right? Because if you're trying to think your way into the next step, all of you, it's going to be a long journey, right? Because what this is about is your sovereignty, beloved Mariamne, and there is already a knowing inside of you, a dream inside of you that perhaps you're not paying attention to, and that's okay. That's okay. The greatest thing you can do for yourself is each and every day is to ask Spirit, okay, what's next? And then do what's in front of you that day or that moment, right? Because this is not going to be a giant leap from here to there. This is going to be a journey of small steps, small successes, small illuminations as Spirit guides you into that next vehicle that is your journey that is coming up, right? Everybody needs a vehicle for their journey. So you have all the tools you need. Each and every one of you has all the tools that you need, right? Please don't think that you're missing anything. So many of you think, I've got to take another class. I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Well, please, instead of going to that place, come back down and say, okay, Spirit's told me I've got the tools. What do you want me to do? What's my step today, Spirit? Okay, today you want me to spend it meditating, or you want me to spend it taking a walk in nature? So be it. I'm listening, right? And each and every day, Spirit will bring you to something, a joy, an understanding, a mind-blowing undertaking that presents itself to you, right? There was a woman upon the retreat that was, just completed this last week, and she reached out today to Metatron and our woman and said, we listened to you say, ask Spirit what's next and do it. And she had extraordinary experiences. You will too. You will too. There is no doubt on the face of this planet, beloved one, about where you belong and what Spirit has in mind for you. Each and every one of you, right? And so allow yourself to just be quiet and listen and ask. Ask for what you need, ask for what you want, right? Does this assist you at all?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, good. This is probably assists someone else today too, that is wondering the exact same thing. What's next? What's next? And Spirit's got your back, each and every one of you, right? Spirit's got your back if you will allow that journey to take place. And some of you will and some of you won't, right? Some of you will stay here and some of you will drop it down into the heart and the knowing and take your journey from there. Yeah. Right, beloved one, we miss seeing you.
It's good seeing you.
All right. Who is next?
I am Metatron. I am Metatron. No, I am Merlina. Nice to see you on the other plane again. I haven't been in this group before. You're right about piggybacking on her question, because I am also on that same quest of the next best step to quickly at least increase my income now, since it has gone down, and on my part-time a journey with another person. But I want to complete my website to get my healing work out to more people, since I feel like I've drained the local pool. Yeah, so what next best steps, like what inner work, what is it that I need to clear? Why am I procrastinating, which I've always done all my life? So what inner work is next best for me to clear, and maybe what action step?
Well, an action step, beloved one, will be to step up to the plate, dust off your courage, ask for help in those places that you are struggling, right? not only asking spirit for help, but if you're trying to complete your website and you're struggling, ask someone for help. Those places where you feel that you're not good at handling something, ask someone for help. If you make an exchange with someone, whatever, to make it a an honorable energy exchange, right? But also remembering to ask spirit for what you want and need. You need to expand your income, then it's okay to ask every day if that is something that is present for you in the moment, right? But your procrastination is but an excuse. You give yourself permission to procrastinate, and then you blame it on the procrastination. So we ask you to dust off your courage. Why, beloved? Because you are needed. What you do is important. What you bring is important. So if that doesn't inspire you, what will?
Right.
Right? What will? So those places where you're struggling to get it done, reach out for help. And get some support in that way, so that you don't feel that you have to do it all by yourself. And then remember that spirit's got your back. You're not doing it all by yourself.
Right.
But spirit's not going to do it for you.
Right. Right.
This
Well, I'm in the course. Yeah, I'm in the course on how to build a website. It's just that my health took a little back seat there for a little bit. So I need to get back on board and complete that now. Just wondering what do I need to clear inner to help me move forward?
the perception of procrastination. That is what needs to be cleared.
Okay, perception.
Indeed. Because truly perception is a big thing when it's holding you back, right?
Right.
So this perception is holding you back. Find out, go in, tell yourself the truth about it, see if you can see where it started and bring some healing to it. If not, then say, okay, I've got this perception. How can I shift it to something that's positive that will help me move forward? All right?
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Indeed. All right, beloved one. Good luck. Dust
you.
off that courage. All right. Next, please.
This is Jody. I have a question.
Hello, beloved.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to
And
see
you've got
you.
the wind and the water behind you, huh?
Yes, it's so great. I'm still in Hawaii. Anyway, my question is, if you really desperately want to be of service and you feel like you've been dabbling your whole life doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you know that you can take on something bigger, but you don't know what that is, how do you get clarity around that?
All right. You do what is in front of you right now, because whether you're aware of it or not, you are of great service here, now, today. Here, now, today, you are of service, beloved one, right? And you are also anchoring that vibrational frequency of Ezekiel, which brings harmony and healing to your planet. So there's things going on in many different layers. Yes, there is more, there is bigger, right? But sometimes you have to let it come to you.
Patience, which I'm not good at, but okay.
Neither's my woman, right? But sometimes you have to let it come to you. right? Because you get so concerned, consumed with what might be, what can be, what is possible, that then you're kind of flailing in the here and the now.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's important to be present in the here and now, and it's Spirit's timing, beloved one. Spirit's timing. So
Okay.
be in service now the way that you are in service now, and the more will come.
Just keep using the light language and other tools, Reiki, to raise my vibration and anchor Ezekiel through channeling.
All of it, beloved one, all of it.
Thank
This
you.
is for each and every one of you here today, right? This message is for you as well. Sometimes it has to come to you. Does this assist you, Jody?
Yeah, it does. It does. Just practice patience and keep doing the work for ascension, and that will help when it does come.
Absolutely. And so when Spirit says bingo, she's reached that point that we've been waiting for, then it will be presented to you on a silver platter.
Okay. Great. That helps a lot. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Good.
Thank you.
Indeed. Our pleasure. All right. Whom else may we assist today?
I have a question. This is Sue Beth.
Hello, Sue.
Hi. I'm wondering if you could elaborate a little bit on when you said some will stay and some will drop down. If you could explain a little bit about what that means.
All right. Well, each and every one of you has free will. And some of you will make the choice to change, to grow, to have new experiences, to allow Spirit to drive the bus. And others will choose a different direction, right? They will choose to stay where they are. They will choose to continue to try to spin things in their own mind, as opposed to surrendering to what it is that Spirit has in mind for them. And that is what we were saying. Neither path is right nor wrong, right? It is just a different journey. Just a different journey. So that is what we meant by some will allow themselves to take that journey with Spirit in charge, and others will take the journey with ego in charge. Right?
I see. Thank you so much.
Indeed, indeed. Neither is right nor wrong. Please know that, everyone. It is just the journey, and you will receive lessons and blessings no matter what you choose. No matter what you choose. Sometimes, Subet, it is about the ease of the journey. You understand what we are saying, yeah?
I think so.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right. Who else may we assist?
Hi, Metatron, it's Lisa.
Hello, beloved one. Good to see you. You look quite sparkly today. Look at
Thank
you.
you.
Bright and shiny.
Thank you. I love everybody's share because I'm taking notes here. So about a little bit what you left off at, which was embracing the lesson with ease. I'm having a really hard time with that because I'm finding that I'm being triggered by lies, and I'm trying not to get wrapped into it. But I think, to me, the biggest thing is the grief that I'm feeling on different levels and the betrayal. I'm really having a hard time with, and it's making me a little obsessed with the truth, finding the truth.
Okay. Well, your own truth or the truth about someone else?
the truth about someone else or the relationship itself. Because, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to have you bumping up against a lot of walls, beloved one.
Mhm.
And remember all the work about neutrality.
Mhm.
And remember all of the work about the 4 agreements. We would have you revisit those, right? Just to bring you a little bit of peace. We will say to you that your need to know is creating a lot of pain, right? And we understand the need to know, but we would have you, if you could get neutral a little bit, even just a little bit, go back to being that tree, right? And taking a step back and allowing you to be more important than the need to know. Let you, your well-being, your expansion and growth, let that be more important than the puzzle, right? Your own personal healing, as opposed to trying to figure out the machinations of another human or 2 or 3, right? This is about you and your healing, period. And this trigger is distracting. So if you can bring it back right here, right now, take a breath, take a pause, and step forward again. You might begin to perceive things a little differently. Right?
But I am finding that the lesson is in so many layers. Like I'm even finding it physically, you know, those of you who don't know, I had a stroke, so I have 30% left of my nerve recovery. And so right when I think on the path, something else knocks me back. So in physical therapy, I'm learning to balance, and then she's hitting me to see if I could get my balance back with my eyes closed. And that's exactly what I'm feeling with all the humans, that I feel like I'm doing neutral and then I'm getting whacked. So I'm getting it on every level, the same lesson.
So imagine that you are a beautiful tree and someone comes up and whacks you.
Well, the
What
wind.
would happen? Nothing. Be the tree. Be the tree. Be that neutral point, that still point, beloved one, because then anything can hit you and it's not going to knock you off of your center. Right?
You got it. You got it. I mean, I've been observing trees in the hurricane. We've had a hurricane, and I said, look at how some trees split and some withstand the extreme wind. And I said, that's what I feel like, you know.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Don't forget to breathe.
Yes, breathing. Thank you.
Indeed, beloved one. You know that you are beloved of Metatron, and you are welcome to reach out at any time.
I appreciate that.
Okay. You're not alone. All right. Who else may we assist?
Hi, Metatron. It's Maureen.
Hello. Good to see you.
Hello. It's lovely to feel everybody's energy that was in Hawaii. I was looking forward to that today. I just want to say that I have heard similar messages today about surrender, about letting go to the universe, trying to live more in the day, from a Christian-based person, and also from what you might say an intuitive spiritualist. more like myself, but I do believe in the God force as well. But
Yes.
everything that you are saying, Metatron, is just tripling. It's like the third message the same today, which I'm so excited about, that my white flag is finally up.
Okay.
And I feel so much better. And my cat is here as always, Luna, watching you and listening to you. She loves your voice.
Indeed.
I just feel that I'm asking her to, as with other animals, to help me move into a wonderful new environment to live in and to enjoy it and to see it now and feel it now. And I'm wondering, we were talking about crystals today. Do you have any suggestions for us for using crystals to get through the 5D or to relax more, meditation? Do you have any suggestions for us? I know that in Hawaii, I don't even need a crystal, but I do maybe need one in California.
Or 10, right?
Yes.
All right. My woman loves her crystals, and each and every one of them have become friends over the years. And there are days when she's like, I need this one just to hang out with me. I need that one just to hang out with me. And I would say that instead of feeling that you have to go purchase something or find something specific, allow what you have to speak to you, like your animals do, right? And when you sit down in or get up in the morning, you can check in and say, okay, what do I need today? You should all be checking in every single morning. What do I need today, Spirit? Right? What's going to help to balance me? What's going to help to keep me on track? What's going to help to open me up? Whatever it is, right? And ask that question. What we see, beloved one, is that sometimes wearing something is helpful.
Right.
So we do, one of your guides, Michael is indicating that for you, lapis lazuli is a potent stone.
Got it.
Okay, so if you have some lapis, that would be a good thing to keep on you or around you. And then for the rest of it, allow your intuition and allow it to speak to you.
Right. I'm attracted more to the colors than the element of it, but that's
okay.
just kind of the way I see things. I see in color that way, but that's very
okay.
helpful. I have some earrings like that.
Good. And lapis on the ears is fine. There are things that you don't wear higher than the throat chakra, like hematite and your dark tourmalines. Those should be lower on the body, right? But lapis works beautifully, neck, ears.
Perfect.
Under your pillow at night, whatever, right?
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Indeed, beloved one. Enjoy them all, right?
I will. Thank you.
Enjoy them all. All right. What's next? What is possible now? I see you, Michelle.
Hi, Big M. It's you.
Hello.
Thank you for the other night. I just recently went through something, and I wanted to know your take on it. What it was clearing some of the traumas and some of the blockages. Like there's something in your life that will mirror something that is traumatizing to you, and once you clear it, it erases physically from there. And this is something that was really crazy that I didn't think would happen, but I did notice when I did deep down and did clear all of that, it went away from the physical form. I was wondering if you could elaborate on how that is great for everybody and great for the collective.
Okay. So when you think of healing things, right, or clearing things, you very often only think of the energy field, right? Or, or maybe the kink in your shoulder, right? But the truth is that when you're doing this work, you're going all the way down into your subatomic structure, all the way down into the DNA. And when you're healing, it allows your DNA to restructure. It allows your DNA to begin to open to more light, and you're receiving more light codes and more light language too. But that's what happens. So when it is released at such a deep level that it allows your very makeup to begin to change. All right. What did you see within that change?
Well, it literally formulated physically in the world to another being, and all the trauma and all the feelings of like the trauma from my past, I noticed that this other being was in the middle of like, could be going through all of that, and then all of a sudden, boom, it literally just was erased. The entire situation was erased from this being's life.
Yeah. And right here, beloved one, so much light, so much change just right here within you. Right?
Yeah. Now, how much of that can be in like a twin flame journey?
Say that again, please.
Like how much of that can be like in a twin flame journey?
All of it can be part of a twin flame journey, right? Twin flames, everybody wants their twin flame, right? Well, your twin flame relationships are your most difficult relationships. They are your most potent mirrors, right? And so all of the wounds and the challenges and the things that you're still working out on a cosmic karmic level get worked out in those relationships, right? But it also gets worked out within your deepest structures as well, as you shift from carbon to crystalline. Right?
Wonderful. And thank you for the lesson and showing that in belief, and it can happen in real life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your healing for you definitely is for the collective.
Yeah, absolutely. Good work, beloved one. Keep
Thank
it
you.
up. Keep it up.
I've got 2 more months of this test to do before I make a final decision.
You've got it all. You got it all wired up. Funny.
Well, if my visions come true, then, which they all have, I need to stop questioning them. So.
Yeah, good idea. Trust yourself.
Yeah.
All right, beloved one.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
All right, now, who else has question? Go ahead, introduce yourself, ask your question. You're going to have to unmute yourself first. Okay, are you feeling complete for today then? If not, then ask your question, please.
Hey, Metatron, it's Catherine. How are you?
I am always well, beloved one.
This really isn't a question. It's just I want to pour out some love and appreciation to you and to Connie for the most wonderful, incredible transformative week. And I just wanted to confirm and validate what you had just told Lisa, because I have come to the place of knowing that I need to be, it's the now, it's the moment, and everything else for me, I have now aligned with the fact that I have my journey and the people, other people in my life have their journey. And me, I need to put myself first and go with my soul and just keep flying and go for it. So thank you. Thank you so much. I just am just so grateful and just loved our trip so much, and being in the vortex was an experience of a lifetime. It was. So thank you.
We are so pleased that you were able to join us, beloved one, and you're like the 1,000-petal lotus that has just begun to blossom.
Yay! Well, I'm ready for next year, so I'm going to go on every trip moving forward. So thank you.
Then we will be glad to spend time with you each and every time.
Okay, thanks so much.
Indeed. All right. I'm hearing some other questions, but you're going to have to speak them out loud for me, please.
I have a question.
All right. Hello.
Hi. Nice to
Long
see
time.
you. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah. I've been on an interesting journey of shifting into a slow down period and adjusting to that. And there's some real blessings in that. And yet my mind, my brain is like really challenged. And it seems like any and all fears from any and all lifetimes have been presenting themselves, though right now I've processed through quite a bit of it, but I'm still integrating and just not quite sure where I'm going with my career now that my husband and I have connected deeper than ever after being married 37 years. Yeah, he got me and I got him in a whole new way, which is really good. And yet I feel like something's really, missing, because my career's been so full and I've been so helpful and been such a light worker to so many people. And so that's what I'm struggling with right now, is where I am in my ascension process. And
All right. Well, beloved, you're right where you're supposed to be.
right.
That is on a new precipice.
Yeah.
And so the work is going to look a little different moving forward.
Yeah.
Right? Think about all of the beautiful work that you and your man did together. That was deep healing.
Yes.
Deep work.
Yes.
How do you take that into the world to help others?
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
If you think about how you came together, you worked with the divine masculine, the divine feminine, you really created what we call a third presence in your relationship, right?
Yeah.
Which is neither masculine nor feminine. It is that stillness, that harmony. So the work becomes, beloved one, about taking that on the road, so to speak.
Okay.
How do you tweak or add that to what you already know? Right? There are so many people that need what it is that you discovered in this process.
Yes.
Relationships are floundering upon this planet. Right? Think of the tools that you now have in your toolkit to help bring people together.
Okay.
Couples, family units, brothers, sisters, it matters not.
Right. The tools work.
Tools work. That is why Spirit paused everything just a bit. And it wasn't a huge pause because you were still held, you were still guided. But now here it is on the silver platter, much like what Jody's waiting for, right? Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
So check in with Spirit and say, okay, how would you have us put this together to be of service, to help the world?
Right. Right. The scary part was it just knocks my brain out, and that upsets me.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen in the brain.
No.
It's not. Take that beautiful brain, put it in your heart, and think from there.
Right.
Right? Let it be that you work for Spirit. That you're taking your directions, your marching orders, your creation is coming from that place. And
Right.
as soon as your mind starts to get involved, take a breath and say, I work for Spirit. Okay, Spirit, what is it today?
Okay.
All right?
That's helpful, because otherwise it was just old programming. Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. And what is possible at this time, beloved one, is so much greater than your mind can comprehend in the moment. Right?
Yeah, right.
You know, you have not come to the end of your work, you've just come to the beginning of a new phase.
Right.
So fear not. Fear not.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
Does this assist you? Good.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Many blessings. Thank you.
All right. Who else?
Hello, it's Therese.
Oh, hello, Therese.
I feel like I'm a newbie in the group. This is so enlightening. I think so many of all the questions have been kind of in my own heart. I'm excited to do the next channeling with you and look forward to a trip with you, Metatron. And I also feel this transitional time. You know, I'm kind of close to retirement in one way, but with David, we still have a lot of work to do.
Indeed you do. Indeed you do. Right? So you're going to be retiring some things, but picking up other things along the way. Right?
Right.
And we'll remind you, you've already got the tools. You've already got the tools. You even kind of have the direction. Right? And we're going to ask you to kindly consider something, right? It is that how do we want to put this? The body, the physical body, is really going to start complaining a little bit with a lot of the hands-on work. Okay, so just pay attention to your body and honor it, right? A couple of things that the Spirit is whispering in Metatron's ear is, think about the trip that you and David took, and think about how you can create things like that for others to experience. That is one direction that is possible for the two of you, right? When you bring your wisdom and your energies together, it is more than twofold powerful. It is 1,000 times powerful. So just focus on what you would like, right? What's the dream always been? And then begin to allow spirit to move that closer to you. All right?
Mm.
We know that we don't have to worry about you trying to figure it out in the head. You're really good at figuring it out in the heart, right? And through the love. But, you know, a couple of things may be surprising, and a couple of things may not be surprising. So take a look at your wealth of wisdom between the two of you.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Where would you like to put all of that wisdom to work? Because you have choices, right?
Right.
Does this assist you?
Very much so. Yes.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. It's coming. We'll be so excited to see what it is that you choose, because there's no wrong choice.
That's great. Thank you.
Give your man our best, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
Good. All right. Where is Charlotte? Hello, beloved.
Hi, Metatron.
Hello.
I'm so happy that everybody had such a wonderful time on your trip.
Yeah.
It's always great to hear. I am about to take my own trip to do some exploring. And I wondered if you could point me in a direction as to what to look for beyond the obvious of what feels right.
All right.
How do I make the most of this adventure?
Okay. So you're looking to relocate?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So it really is about vibrational frequency. You have an idea of where you want to go, where you want to visit, and we will ask you to always continue to come back inside and feel the vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of places that will resonate with you. Are you thinking about going to Ashland?
Oregon? It keeps popping into my mind, but I very gently push it away.
And why are you gently pushing it away?
I don't have a specific reason. I don't. It just seems very far away and remote.
Okay.
And where I'm going, I'll have a community of friends to be with. I think that's my main thing.
All right. So when you get to where you're going, pay attention to how it feels, not to how you want it to feel. Tell yourself the truth about it and keep your options open.
Okay.
You might find that spirit has a couple of tricks up its sleeves.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, we know that you can. It's very, very important that wherever you go, beloved one, you're going to have community. Community will come very quickly.
Okay.
Right? And what is really important is to have that resonance with where you are upon the planet. Right now, that's important for everyone, right? Lots of people looking for new places to be, to live. So really, just, you know how to do it. You know how to feel the energy and honor what it is that you feel, no matter what. this is telling you. All right.
I'm also noticing an emphasis on a feeling, that search for a sense of belonging. Is that good to zero in on as well? Do I belong here? Do I feel like I belong?
Well, the funny thing is, beloved, is that light workers in general sometimes don't feel like they belong, even when they have a community, right? And that's okay, right? We would say to you that this is a soul's journey, not an ego's journey, about where you're going, where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be doing things with, right? To always go to that place, because you will always find your tribe, Charlotte. You will always find your tribe. All right?
Okay.
Know that. Please know that. And we know that you want to belong, be held, be safe, be, settled.
Yes.
And it's okay to tread lightly and to feel, is this the truth for me? Is this right for me? Is this where I know that Spirit wants to plant me? Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Metatron.
Indeed. Our honor, beloved one. All right. Anyone else?
Hi, it's Ola.
Hello.
Like others, I'm just looking for a new direction, and I'm very confused about it.
About what?
Like I would like to do something different, but I don't see anything that really jumps at me as the right thing to do.
Okay. All right. So what's your dream, beloved one?
To be free.
All right, that's good. How does that play itself out in the world? It has more to do with an internal feeling, doesn't it?
Yes, but part of it is that you don't have to belong to be supported by the universe, I think.
Okay. All right. So other than freedom, what is your dream? Do you dream to be in service? Do you dream to be using your healing upon the planet? What is your dream?
To have no one to tell me what to do.
Well, you've already got that.
No.
Yeah, that is your choice. You can choose that to be so, right? And that is a choice that only you can make for you. To be in that place of not allowing someone else to tell you what you can and cannot do. Right? Metatron will not tell you what you can and cannot do or what you should or shouldn't do, because there is no should, right? There is no shouldn't, but you are looking to base your life on a trigger. And you are being triggered by those that you feel that are clipping your wings, impinging your freedom. And yet you are solely in charge of your own freedom. And you can choose for yourself every day how you want to be free. And in your mind, you're saying, yes, but I've got to do this, I've got to do that. If you want to be free, if this is what is your journey, then it must be a journey of sacred selfishness, beloved one. To go inside and what is freedom for you, and then begin to walk that path. Because you're the only one that can choose that for you. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
So think about what your first step will be. Ask for spirits to help and go for it. See what happens. Right? There's no wrong choice. All right. Does this assist you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Be well, beloved one.
Thank you.
All right, we do have time for some more questions. Anyone else?
My name is Julie.
Hello,
and
Julie.
This is my first time joining in this group, so it's really delightful because just about everything that everyone has asked has resonated for me in some way. Most specifically, what Charlotte said about moving. I myself have just moved to a new location after living somewhere for 22 years, and it's been all about letting go of the old, and we're here possibly temporarily, and so the future is uncertain, it's unknown, and it's just kind of a big metaphor for, you know, where we are as a collective, moving from the past, which is familiar, and an unknown future, and in between, it's a little disorienting.
Yes.
But I'm trying to just, you know, trust that everything will unfold the way it should. Another channel that I have been studying, his name is Paul, and I've been reading his work, and he does a lot of talk about the divine within, the inner divine. And I'm trying to, I completely believe it conceptually, but to feel it viscerally and to really be able to trust my own deepest wisdom. I guess I'm looking for some way of feeling it and knowing it besides mentally. Like when I read this material, I feel so much relief, I could weep because I believe it so 100%. But practicing it and seeing with the eyes of the Christ and so forth, that's a practice.
That is a practice. It does take some practice, but how do you get from here to there, right? And it's like, I always have the joke, how do you eat an elephant? And it's just one bite at a time, right? And so the first thing, and I'm going to have you do, please repeat after me. God, I am. Please repeat, God, I am.
God, I am.
Yeah, God, I am.
One of the claims that this channel has brought through is very similar to that. It's God is.
Yes. Yeah.
Wherever I am, whatever I'm witnessing, even if it seems like it's not divine at all, to anchor into that knowing that God is, that this is of God. And
Absolutely.
to be able to perceive that.
Right.
And for me, the challenge is to remember to try and perceive it, because it's
Right.
just a deeper way of looking.
And one of the first ways is to remember that you're more than what sits in this chair, right? That you are divine consciousness, that there's really no difference between you and Metatron, you and Christ. That is what this channel is trying to say, and that is what Metatron is trying to say. God, I am, right? You are that at your deepest, highest aspect, right? Allowing yourself to stretch into that takes a little bit of time. And one of the things that your guidance is saying is to watch your inner talk. Watch the way that you speak to yourself. And when you find yourself speaking harshly or telling yourself that you're crazy or whatever comes up in the moment, right? To change the dialogue, that internal dialogue is really important. And this will be one of the tools that will help you begin to embrace that divine presence, that sovereign aspect of you, right? Because it exists for each and every soul upon the planet. There, is no separation between you and God. And that's what the journey here is about, is to begin to find that inner divinity, to understand that God I am is no separation. Please don't allow the ego to get in the way, right? It will have a tendency to tell you, poo-poo, right? Remind yourself each and every day, divine I am, God I am, connected I am. We had our woman at one period of time in her life, she put sticky notes everywhere. I am one with source. God I am sovereign, I am divine. All of those beautiful acclamations until she got past that doubt. Right? In the meantime, beloved one, allow spirit, allow the divine to look through your eyes. And then at some juncture, all of a sudden, you'll begin to realize that you are looking through the eyes of the divine. Don't worry about trying to see through the eyes of the divine today. Let the divine look through your eyes.
Okay.
Right? And enjoy the journey. It's going to bring up a lot of things to be healed. Right? It's going to bring up a lot of things that are going to take you deep, as well as broad and tall. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Indeed. Indeed. All right, beloved ones. Anyone else have questions? If you do, please unmute yourself and speak it out. Or are you feeling complete for today?
I have a question about how long this COVID infusion of information and confusion is going to be hanging out.
It's going to be hanging out for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because of all of the different forms this virus is going to take. The information and the misinformation and it's all going to be around for quite a while, right? Until everyone takes a breath and begins to release the judgment about it, release the push and pull energies, right? When people can begin to come to neutrality and holding everything in harmony, then this funny little virus that is acting as a trigger to your evolution will fade into the background. It is here to do a job. It is here to do Spirit's work. Just as each of you light workers are. This virus is but a temporary focal point that will shift when humanity does. Now that's a big thing to think about, right? Humanity shifting. Well, don't forget it starts with you, beloved ones. You shift your perspective. You shift how you look at things. You shift how you hold it, right? And as you do, you begin to bring more light to it. And then somebody else can shift, right? It's not about all the good ideas. It's not all about the scientific or non-scientific information. It's here to up-level humanity. How's it going so far? Kind of bumpy, right? So don't be one of the bumps. Be the light. Bring that balance, that peace, that harmony, no matter if you are someone who does not believe in the virus or does, somebody who does not believe in vaccination or does. Be the light no matter what. Be the still point, the neutrality, be the love, no matter what. And then things will shift and the virus will say, goodbye, I am no longer a threat to you. If you can view it as such, it will go a long way in bringing healing to your planet. And use your discernment. No matter who says what. Doesn't matter if it is a channel, a channeled entity, it doesn't matter. You have your own God I am, your own divine, innate wisdom. Choose what's right for you. And please do not lay that choice upon another. Let it be yours and yours alone. All right? You understand? Does this assist you, Rena? Okay. So you know we've got a ways to go. Right. Anyone else Or have we kind of gotten everything across the board? Okay. Then we would say to each and every one of you, thank you so much for your presence today. Thank you for bringing the light that you are here and now and present, and for holding space for everyone to receive what they received today, right? You are divine. You are so important. The light that you shine in this world makes a difference each and every day. So please remember, right? You don't have to be in a good mood to shine light. Just keep your connection to source, to guidance, to soul. Keep your heart open. Get it out of the head. And thank you for everything that you do upon this planet. Your service, your light makes a difference. Each of you. All right? All right. I am going to invite my woman back. It has been our honor, our pleasure to be with you today. And we send a great big hug of love to our beloved Connie and Divine Mother, and know that she will be with us again next time. Until we see you again. Namaste. All right. All right, you guys, how did everybody do?
Fantastic, thank you. So
All
much
right.
good information.
Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again. We do this once a month, and next time it will be Connie will be joining us and bringing Divine Mother, which is always such a beautiful treat for us. So thank you. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great
Thank you so
evening.
much.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love to everybody.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Good night, everyone. Hi, Wendy.
Right.
Bye.
Good night, Wendy. Thank